Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here in the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Thursday, May 15th, 2025, we're covering the Sean Combs trial. It's misty out here, but we're going in early. Why? Because after yesterday, the direct examination of Cassie Ventura ended. There could have been cross-examination. It was only 4 o'clock, but they got into a big dispute about what the cross-examination can include. Can it include prior sexual acts? It involved Mr. Mark Agnifilo, lead counsel for Sean Combs, saying, if you were just going to say, are you effing somebody, that's not about an act. It's just a colloquial way that people say, are you cheating on me? And jealousy is a big part of the defense. The prosecutors and lawyers for the victims, including Douglas Wigdor, who was on the scene, said, no, you cannot ask about these prior acts. And there's a specific federal rule of evidence about it. So it's all very interesting. The problem with it is that they're saying it can only be resolved in the robing room out of the public view. So we're heading in to cover, I guess, from the outside but we will be definitely covering the cross-examination in some detail. There's a lot of things going on. We put them up. We put some analysis on Substack. We put some documents on Patreon, and we're going to be back tweeting away. There's also extra subscribers for a little bit of analysis. In any event, this is the big thing here. As you'll see when we get to the courthouse, there's a huge. Late last night, there were people camped out in tents and little pods. So it's something else, is all I can say. I was just thinking this morning, imagine if Combs were not in detention, it would be a mob scene with people yelling, Diddy, in the front. Now, there are other cases, and we're covering them closely. On the New York corruption beat, Saccavino, interestingly enough, the man from the fire department, the government was only asking for 30 months. Not only, but they were asking for 30 months. His co-defendant, Cordero, got 20 months. Well, Judge Lyman gave 36 months, more than was requested, which is rare, and clearly a statement on his part about the seriousness of this selling of expedited review. Of course, that was sort of what Eric Adams was charged with, but his indictment was dropped. He's all over today. He's going to be in Queens. He's in Brooklyn. There's some mayoral debates, but 9 to 5 at least, it's all Diddy. Now, in a sort of bigger world, SDNY Judge Helverstein, who it was wheeled out to him, the Tren de Aragua / Alien Enemies Act case. He's been pretty strong on it. He certified a class, and yesterday he issued a preliminary injunction that no people charged under the Alien Enemies Act can be flown out of the SDNY. In the Supreme Court today, there's actually a whole, in the birthright citizenship case, consideration of nationwide injunctions. But Albert Hellerstein, wise judge that he is, narrowly tailored his injunction to only cover SDNY. So there's that. We cover the United Nations, and we put in more questions, and again, no answers. They're totally irrelevant. Look at the on again, probably off again, Ukraine talks in Turkey. There's not even a discussion of the UN. The UN is now irrelevant, has made itself unqualified to continue in a humanitarian role in Gaza. All they can do is complain about someone else doing it. David Beasley, former UN official, is going to be part of that one, and they're saying, well, screw me, it's not about people, it's about principles. Let me confirm, the UN has no principles. Today's UN has no principles. They ban the press, they are hypocrites. Now here you can see it. We've got people standing up tall, waiting for the arrival of the lawyers. They're probably already in. We've got a bank of TV cameras across the street, and we've got Inner City Press going in to be continued. We'll be live tweeting today.